Oh, Sue has a lot of text on him. I did not even think about this. It turns out that Sue couldn't handle the fact that he couldn't save Enya, and that an angel, a complete stranger, saved Enya instead. To make up for this, Sue tries to salvage parts to repair Enya's legs, and almost dies during his journey. Not to mention the scandalous rumor surrounding him. I did not even think about that part. Like, I actually get that. Like, I was so caught up on like the psychological explanation of what his actions were based off that I completely forgot the more practical aspect of it. Or maybe this is more a spiritual aspect of it. Because so many of the people in Zion just there's like a massive dichotomy when it comes to the religion in Zion. There's half the people that strongly still believe in Mother Sphere and her guidance, and really do expect that day of salvation to come one day. And then there's the people who have actually given up. They have basically resigned from that branch of religion completely, and they have taken their fates into their own hands. So those two people, when you take them into account and you take the person into account that Sue is, and Sue is a lot more practical person, like he has given up on the Mother Sphere bullshit, you know? So he's more on the practical aspect. So when you take that into account, when you have a person from like that spiritual like religion, like an angel falling from the sky that answers your prayers and helps your loved one instead of you being the one who was able to help that person, I can definitely see as to why that would be something incredibly difficult to swallow for that person. Like that's kind of like almost divine intervention in a way. Like it feels unnatural, it feels unfair, unjust from this person's perspective. So I can totally see as to why that alone would incite him to do something dangerous, to like kind of prove himself over like the grand scheme of the Mother Sphere, that he, a normal sentinel, a citizen of Zion, a human from his point of view, can also accomplish same kind of greatness without requiring or having to kneel over to some higher power, so that he can take his fate and his loved one's fate to his own hands. And he's capable of doing that as well. He wants to prove it to himself and the Mother Sphere. The road had taken twists and turns. All is well. Enya can finally walk again. Sue and Enya found out that they have feelings for each other. I found that they have feelings for each other from the very first scene when you see them. The way Sue does not even have the decency or the courtesy to look at Enya in the face in the scene when we first talk to him, when he's so strongly like defending Enya's presence and existence, and yet he does not have the decency to actually even look at the person who he's talking about. And then he chokes up on his words consistently and stutters when he talks. And also the tone of his voice as well. It was very obvious from the very first time you meet him that he has strong feelings for the person. And also strong resentment and loathing towards his own self for not being able to do more.